I'll record you.
Doing what?
Yes.
Mouth stuff?
Technically, you're recording yourself doing mouth stuff.
ASMR mouth wet noises.
Please don't.
I made... it made it in the show notes of episode 29 or 30. But in that episode, when I was describing the drool pits, I made a slurping noise. It was 1,000 times more annoying on the recording than it ever could have been in real life. On that note, being 1,000 times more annoying on the internet than on real life, welcome to the Average Adventuring Party podcast, where the GM is legally and professionally required to sit on a throne of lies.
True.
You, sir, sit on a throne of dicks.
No, I just sit by a bunch of dicks. There's a difference.
Bum, bum, bum.
Speaking of, when last we left off,
I just made a bad decision. To be fair, Galdrien was not
Giving them
middle.
thumbs up.
I would say, like, I don't know what else to do.
I did do non-lethal damage.
I would like to
Now
think,
we have a hostage.
I would like to think it's that moment where, Iocus is like miming punching this kobold, and Galdrien's kind of, got this pensive look on his face and shrugs. Iocus does it, and Galdrien's just going, just giving him the largest head shake.
He didn't say no.
You guys always tell me no.
Mm-hmm.
And
You didn't kill him.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you go straight for murder.
the thing is, he didn't ask permission. That's your problem.
That's my problem.
You telegraph your attacks.
Okay,
I'll ask forgiveness if we live, and if we don't, I don't have anything I need to be forgiven for.
If we don't, then we take him down with us and
Exactly.
shake him with this thing and turn him into a black kobold.
Mm-hmm.
That's something. No, so we left off. You guys had.
It's something big, guys. Big,
You had.
large.
Go on.
Driven darkness. Large.
I like where this is going.
It's big and red and throbbing.
And black.
I've seen this one before.
Red and black.
Oh wait.
You found your way into a draconic nesting ground that seemed to be inhabited by all kinds of weird experimental kobolds.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
The cave of Dr. Moreau.
mm-hmm.
That wears oils puppies.
Led by a, we'll call him enthusiastic about his research.
That's a word.
Fellow who, after excitedly cribbing some experimentation ideas off of the party, got bonked by Iocus. And
I mean, he's lucky I didn't just punch my fist through him and use him as a fucking puppet.
I am a kobold. That's how I thought.
Because that was Plan B.
Dear God.
So yeah, after Iocus made that attack, the previously silent and dark cave got filled up with the dreaming dark shadows. At which point Iocus picked up the kobold and said something, the stupidity of which will be seen.
Yes, indeed.
So as Iocus picks up this kobold and said,
If you come closer, you'll lose your prize scientist.
you just get that just sort of like sound from these thousands of shadows. And as I described it, you were in this sort of well-lit box that has these kind of alchemical burners, these rudimentary alchemical burners going. And basically as you hold that guy up, the lights begin to flicker.
I'm going to start tapping everybody with the white cantrip.
If I pull him back down, do they stop flickering?
No.
Bench press him a little bit so you have change the reception of this.
So as you're doing that, you hear him go, "Let me down! Let me down!"
Oh, he's awake.
Tall bull man, and he bonks you on the head a couple of times.
Okay.
So now you see the benefits of his muscular physique. We've felt and Galdrien is clearly lying out of his ass. We felt a physical demonstration of the stealth tactics of pure muscle from an unexpected source might be a good demonstration for you. Apologize for the direct attack.
I did not kill you. I'll set him down and dust him off.
You set him down. He walks over. Says, hold this. And he hands you one of the stone tablets that has nothing on it. And he pulls another one out and just bashes it across your knee.
Yes. All right. No punching. We're even now. We're even.
Oh, okay.
You're even now. You have to be even.
No punching.
You have to be even.
You didn't say anything about kicking.
No kicking.
So while all this is going on, I'm looking around. Does it seem like the Dreaming Dark have gone back a little ways, or are they still come?
The lights are still flickering.
But our entire party's lit up. So, if there helps any.
Mm-hmm.
Get this guy to talk to them.
He
You can talk to him. He speaks common.
Yeah, he smashes that stone tablet into Iocus's knee, and then just walks over to, like, right outside the lights where he's in the darkness. He goes, see, the ineffectiveness needs scales. At which point, you just hear, whoa. Yes, I know.
Well, that explains who he's talking to.
Right.
And then he marches back into the light. The Restless Ones want to know your presence now. Why do you interrupt the most holy of work?
So do you think the Dreaming Darkness is going out there and taking all sorts of people to bring back information to this guy?
No, I don't. I think they just end up cut to pieces out there, to shreds.
Unless he needs raw material.
Yes. I would like to know the purpose of your work and for whom you are doing this work.
He just gets the most shocked look on his face. He just directly asked you a question, and you sidestepped it and asked him a question.
Galdrien's good at that.
You can see him just rolling back through his mind. No, I asked you first.
I told you why I'm here. I would like to know. Who you are working for.
He looks around. And
It is an answer. You asked a question. Now you answer his question.
The figures, the little guys he's made, all kind of, when you talk, all the eyes turn and look at Galdrien. When he talks, they all turn and look at him. When you talk, they turn back and look at you. At which point he just kind of opens and closes his mouth several times. Well, I am an amalgamation.
You are. You.
Is that a noun?
Yes, you are clearly a individual of a learned, or at least a scientific acumen. For what purpose? What is this holy purpose of yours?
Freedom, protection.
Protection, freedom, no noble things as long as they don't come at the expense of others.
Freedom from what?
Fine others.
Things that are not scaly.
Sometimes things get in. That's neither here nor there. You have not explained your purpose. And, this guy is right, I would say right in your face, but he probably hits about your belly button. At which point, that knife, if you don't grab it, just about leaps out of the sheath.
Look, you do not want to get too close to me. And Galdrien is keeping a hand on the knife. You are stable, yes? You do not come apart? You are a very stable genius.
He looks back at all the other figures who look at him. The big guy with the forearms shrugs forearms. That is insulting. I am the most stable. I am so stable, I don't even need them, but I have them.
Need who? Need what?
Them.
Them what?
And he points at one of the dragon statues.
Mm-hmm.
The statues.
I'm on my own. I don't need them.
You don't need the dragons.
But you need the Dreaming Dark?
Which are dragons.
No, I don't need them. They're
Then
just
why are they here? Why?
I can't tell them what to do. They're just here.
But don't they tell you what to do?
No,
Oh, but you just were. You were having to explain yourself to them.
they make suggestions.
Yeah, but
like
what do you end up doing?
I'm engaging in reasonable discourse, unlike what you are doing. You are being purposefully obtuse.
No, I'm just naturally obtuse.
He just looks at all of you.
Galdrien shrugs. So you said freedom. Freedom from whom?
He just throws his hands up in the air. It's them! And he points at one of the dragon statues.
Freedom from the red dragons?
All of them!
I think I can see where you're getting at here.
Have you heard about the glory of the great gold worm?
There is... do you know anything about the individuals that are seeking to resurrect the progenitor of the red dragons?
He looks off into the shadows. Yes, we know of him. And what they're doing. It's an abomination.
He is not our enemy.
Well,
So,
agreed.
when you say you're trying to get freedom from them, do you mean like the
I am
other?
free from them.
But for your...
So you are free from them, but others of your kind are not?
No, slaves. Worthless, useless constructs.
Is that why the other ones sitting around here are just sitting there?
He looks and points at the group that's standing right there. One of whom is actively scrawling notes.
Are they not free?
They're free. Of course they're free. They're assisting in the holiest of causes.
Okay, what about some of the ones we passed? Are they free?
Failures.
So they're not free.
Oh, they're free, but they're failures, I think he's saying.
They're
They
free,
don't-
but they're not.
They don't have the spark up here.
They don't have
Maybe we don't.
sentience.
Okay.
Worthless. Fodder.
How did you become free?
He looks out into the shadows. Fluke. Scientific error. Mistake.
Okay.
You
How
may-
can you replicate that?
You can't. I am unique. I'm amalgam.
What about these guys? You created them free?
They are born of me, not born of them. And he points at the dragons.
Ah.
They're mine. My people. Not theirs. Mine. Not yours. Mine.
What about the ones that have been attacking the caldera?
Constructs. Slaves. Useless.
Were they stolen from your...
Chaos.
Were they stolen from your work?
No.
Someone else is making them. How would you like to
I
help
would
us
make something so inferior.
How would you like to help us stop them?
He looks out at the shadows. They think they can stop him. They think they can. How? You. And he walks over to Iocus and just starts poking him in the arms. With this, you think you can stop him with this? No.
Ardith,
Should I?
show him the thing.
I'm going to pull out the statue back. We're probably stopping with this.
He walks over and gives this little chirping whistle. At which point, the big guy hops on his shoulder, and he points at it, and interconic just says, "Look upon it." At which point, the guy looks at it, and you can see his eyes, the kobold's eyes, go white, and starts looking at it, and then snaps back. Magic, yes, primal magic. But but incomplete. Not complete. No, not complete.
Almost there.
But not complete. It's worthless.
So
it's not complete.
So we need to make it complete.
Then complete it.
What if we can give you the power to build an army and help us?
I can already build an army. I don't need your army. I can make my own people.
Do you remember the Black Dragon?
Black dragon. I remember many black dragons.
This one, I'm keeping one on my belt right now. What remains of one. That's why you shouldn't get too close, and don't make any sudden movements towards me, please, because it has a bit of a mind of its own.
Worthless.
Now I have a question. Being serious, not obtuse. You say you got your freedom from the Dragonflight. They don't own you anymore, correct?
I am free.
You are free. But you talk about how you own these that you created. So does that not make you the same as the dragons?
No.
How?
I don't own them.
But you just
I
said
create them.
they're yours.
They're
You
my
own
people.
them.
They're his people.
Oh,
They're
okay.
not his things.
Okay. The way
You can't own freedom.
Agreed.
So if one
I
of
just
them
want to
walk-
make sure if we were going to be helping you and you helping us that we're not.
I haven't
creating-
agreed to anything.
No.
So if
but-
we took one of them with us, one of your people, because they wanted to come, you'd be okay with that? That's how free they are?
That is their choice. But they have a purpose. And they fulfill that purpose.
Right. So
There are none like me. There are
Yeah,
these.
I would agree.
He points at, the assembly. It says, they're unique. They're their own people. They're from me, but they're my people.
So you are not the one that we have come to find, after all. We are trying to stop the, as I said, resurrection of the progenitor of the Red Dragons. I would like to complete this magic. This artifact that I had found, and Galdrien will pull out the two stones and put them together. Is supposed to lead us towards the last piece we need for this statue.
He looks at it, cocks his head. Yes, you're here. We're here.
The red dot is
He points at the one in the north. You are there. We are here. All of us. Together. There.
Pull out the compass. See if the compass shows
yes.
Mardiana
the
here.
compass, yeah.
Strictly to the southwest of you. There's a red dot.
And that's, if I had to triangulate that, that would be right in the middle.
Yeah, almost dead center of the caldera.
So we didn't.
So, can you teach us how to keep the Dreaming Dark at bay, or work with us, or...
He looks off into the dark, and you just hear, and the lights flicker harder. The restless ones, they push me towards this path, but I do not know why, and I do not like it. I don't like change without reason.
Well, what path is it? Maybe we could help you find the reason.
They want you to join me, but I don't like it. I don't like change without reason.
They want
There's
us to
no
join you?
logic.
To join
And
you?
he turns around and says, "No, that makes no sense. No sense whatsoever." And he just points at one of the shadows. And says, "You keep saying that, but no.
What's he saying? Maybe we can help you make sense of it.
Oh, of course you would want me to make sense. You want things from me, so of course you want to make
I
sense.
don't want anything from you.
You just said. I heard you."
asked if you were able
And
to.
he turns around, it's just like out into the dark. He says, "I heard her. You heard her." And you hear, whoa.
If I may, I am something of a emissary of sorts.
A cunning linguist, you might say.
I am able to speak very fluently to people, not right now because I'm a bit tongue-tied, but I am able to make compelling arguments, and if your people are to be freed, that means that they must also coexist with the other inhabitants, ideally. They will be left undisturbed by others if they are not seen as a threat. Your humble bard Galdrien, would be more than willing to vouch for you and your people to the other inhabitants of the world, provided that we can come to a peaceful coexistence together.
You say actions speak louder than words. Our actions will be one thing, either supporting you or not. We would prefer to work together, but that requires action on our part and yours.
Maybe we could help your others to interact with people and things, not just sit here and stare.
Oh, if you think you can, and he just reaches over, like plucks off one of his scales and holds it out to you. If you think you can do better, here, take it, teach them, show them, teach them.
I don't know that I could do better, but maybe as a team, we can help you with what, not make an imperfect thing.
If I may, I am somewhat of a researcher myself. I study.
I'm gonna take the scale though.
I study.
He does not hand it to you.
Oh darn!
I study medicine with people like myself and humans and gnomes and the like, and I've learned a thing or two. And what I've found is that we are, on the inside, inefficient but whole. Our inefficiency is what makes us mortal, which is what makes us appreciate what we have.
So is he just sitting there holding the scale out?
Yes, like basically you went to grab it and he just put it back in his palm.
But his hand is still kind of out. It's not like down by his body.
No, he's still got it.
Still got it. I'm going to try to reach over and put my hand on his, with the one holding the scale. And think of that organ that he was making before.
So, hold on
while
a second.
he's talking. Uh-oh. I just want to see if maybe if we help him, it'll be better or something.
Honestly, I'm 100% cool just leaving them alone and leaving this cave as soon as we're able to.
Oh, we might learn the secret of the dreaming dark to where we can travel at night, unlike Mardiana.
She travels
That
at night
could be.
anyway.
Oh, well, I mean...
Does a 29 hit your AC?
No. Yes. How much damage am I taking?
He goes into full-on flail mode. And at one point just puts both hands on Suna. And there's this bright red light.
Oh yeah, he gets damage though. 4 fire damage.
I think he's immune to that.
Or resistant at least.
7.
Oh shit.
13. So basically what happens is Suna touches him, he freaks out, flails, puts both hands on you. Suna disappears, reappears about 10 feet that way, 20 feet up in the air, and just drops to the floor.
Oh.
Do not touch!
What about the fire damage?
He does not take any.
He doesn't take any.
Right,
Oh yeah, I don't have any more because I have a cave anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No.
How much damage did I take?
It's 13.
was that just from the falling
From the
damage?
fall.
So he didn't actually actively attack her.
Yes.
He just teleported her.
Correct.
Right, Suna, are you alright?
It hurt. A lot.
Please.
I was trying to build an organ with him.
He doesn't like to be touched.
I have hundreds, lifetimes. Don't need help.
Right.
Maybe you do. Open your mind. Maybe the thing you're missing is help.
We've been talking for 20 minutes. Have you helped me? No.
Because you haven't opened your mind.
I've been listening.
Open your mind. No, you have not.
You've just been spewing nonsense.
So open your mind and
If
don't
you
believe-
like him
don't
so
think that.
much, why don't you marry him?
Galdrien's gonna look at the darkness and be like, clearly you can see how badly this is going. Please, if you truly wish us to work together, give us something to work with, please.
At which point you hear more, and he stares off into the darkness. Fine. If it gets you out of here, I will listen. I will listen, and I will make you food, and you will eat, and then we will talk, and I will listen, then I will talk, and you will listen, and then you will talk, and I will listen, and then you will leave.
Can I make the food instead of you?
No,
Why?
because food is science. I am science.
I am science too with food.
No.
Yes. And I'm going to pull out my pan and a couple of spices and stuff.
Perhaps we can both make something because two scientists can learn from one another's different approaches.
I am a scientist of the arcane, of the mind, of the body. What are you a scientist of?
Death
Oh, anybody can
and
kill.
cooking.
Anybody can kill.
Oh no.
You just proved that nothing even has to happen to you for you to take damage. Anybody can kill. But can you create? I can create.
I can create.
And he looks out at the darkness. I said I would. Hush. Shh. Shh.
You know how many plants I have created?
At which point, when he starts saying "shh," the
Trees?
dreaming darkness starts to fade away. I said I would, and I will. I will, and I will.
Uh-huh.
So you call them the Restless ones.
They're restless.
Um,
They have no place to go.
are they spirits?
They shift in place. They have nowhere to go. That's all they are.
How do you communicate with them?
They speak. I listen.
Have they ever tried to hurt you?
No.
Did you know there's more?
Of course, there's more. There's always more.
They come out at night in the caldera, and those who are left outside, without light.
Technicalities. It's all technicalities.
But the dreaming dark tears them apart.
Technicalities.
Okay.
Is that
Loopholes.
So there are loopholes.
Is why they do what they do. Loopholes. Technicalities.
So how
They are
can you
listless.
close
They are
them?
restless. Must go somewhere, and there's nowhere for them to go.
so?
So they do what they do.
What if there was somewhere for them to go?
Where?
Well, if they're lost souls, is the plane to another existence the next phase of life or unlife or afterlife? Is it blocked off? Is it closed? Is there a reason why they're being stuck on this plane?
They are bound, enthralled, held in contract.
So they're enslaved also. They would like their freedom.
They're not enslaved. They aren't alive. They can't be enslaved. They're not alive. They can't be enslaved.
But they're bound to something.
Yes, that's what I've been saying.
And what are they bound to? Cardinal, perhaps?
They're bound to this place. This cursed place.
Is it because of Kemet? When they bound Kemet, did they bind
The souls?
the souls? But then they would be against us helping them because they would want Kemet free.
Unless they don't want to be bound anymore. Perhaps.
Yeah, but setting Kemet free wouldn't unbind them.
Why would you? Why would you follow something that is not the thing that you followed?
They
So who did they follow?
What they are bringing back. They're bringing back is an abomination.
Oh, so it's not the real Kemet.
No.
What's,
Oh, I see.
what you bring back is not the same as what died.
Yeah.
No. He's dead. He's gone. He's dead. He's gone. There's nothing to bring back. He's gone. They're bringing back. No.
An abomination.
Yes.
Something that needs to be destroyed.
If it can be. But it can't be.
Galdrien will take the dagger and he keeps it sheathed and he says, "This is what remains of the black dragon Eldamian."
I know that name.
Not many do.
And he just kind of points out in the darkness. He was with them. Before they were them. He was with them.
Were they black dragons as well?
No. Well, some.
So
Maybe.
This blade, when stuck into a draconic creature, allows Eldamian to manifest inside of it and try to take over its body for himself.
Not enough. Not enough. He wasn't enough before. He's not enough now. He's diminished.
He's diminished.
But didn't you say that it was the 4 guardian people things in the statue and Eldamian that beat it before?
Galdrien helped.
He
And by helped, I meant he was our ride.
Oh.
At which point, this kobold starts looting through bags and pulling stuff out, and clearly starts setting up a fire to cook.
What can we call you?
I'm an amalgamation.
We'll
How
call
about
him-
Al?
Can I call you Steve?
No, how about Al?
No, that's not accurate.
Amalgamation it is.
How about Mal?
That's not accurate.
Do you not like shorter names? That's a mouthful.
Commonly understood abbreviation may make speech more efficient.
Then I am an amalgam.
Compromise.
Okay.
Any which way, what you were saying before was that Eldamian was not enough. You, being a scientific mastermind that you are, and creating your own kobold brethren, could you create a draconic vessel that would help that could house Eldamian if it so choose?
I'll do no such thing.
Okay.
I would rather take one out of their number than subject.
I was just saying if he could if he was even able to, make the perfect receptacle that would help Eldamian be enough to destroy Kemet and help us do that. But, if he can't do it, I completely understand. Like, I get it.
Yes, there are limits to science.
Yeah, of course. It's just not good enough. I understand. I couldn't do it. So if I couldn't do it, I definitely understand that he couldn't.
He continues building his fire, at which point he kind of whistles, and the other kobolds there start helping him. He builds up a couple of fires, and sets some pans and starts pulling things like tomatoes and eggs, what look to be squash, some bananas. Starts putting stuff up and just listening to you and basically cooking without even watching what he's doing.
Those ingredients together. Is he just mixing all the ingredients together?
No.
Oh, so he's actually
Yeah, he actually and he reaches in and pulls out bags of spices and herbs and starts throwing them into. These bags, by the way, look like you've seen the supply bags from Overlook.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that.
Huh.
There's just a series of backpacks that maybe are a little charred and mangled.
Yeah.
These were brought to you from the bodies, weren't they?
I don't know. They found them. I asked them to find them. They found them.
Right.
That's a yes.
Right.
And he's just, at one point just is picked up a squash and is just peeling it with his claw. Just grabs a hold of it and it dices.
I mean, it's efficient.
Mixes bananas in with that and beans. Sets that on one.
As he's going, Galdrien's going to tend to Suna's. I imagine she probably took a mean blow to her leg.
I mean, yeah, she probably just landed on her face.
So
My face planted is what you're saying?
You probably belly flopped more.
I mean, to be fair, you're a druid, so if there's anything that you would expect planting a face would make sense.
but I guess she doesn't need my help to make a recovery roll.
No. Yeah, she's just got the wind knocked out of her. She's probably got a nasty bruise somewhere under her fur.
Would resting while we're sitting here talking and eating and everything?
Yeah, you can spend a recovery if you would like.
It's not like we're exactly hurting for them at the moment.
Yeah.
And I don't expect any fighting to break out here, hopefully, unless something attacks us in the cave. So.
I can still go with Plan B. Yeah, yes, I will help you.
No.
Let's not do that.
No.
The Dreamy Drug seems to like him.
Right. Well, you said that Eldamian was not enough. Do you mean his power was not enough? Would he need more power, or would we need more like him?
He was weak. He's dead. He's drained. He has nothing to give. He is a leech at this point.
So what if he's not dead, and what if he's just trapped? And we could untrap him?
Then you would be a fool for unleashing another one.
Oh, was he as bad as Kemet?
They're all terrible. They're all bad. They're all worthless. Wastes of scale.
Tell us how you really feel.
Right. Well, I can tell you that we've defeated Kemet before. It was in another universe, perhaps, would be the best way to put it. Another timeline.
Unsupported claims. You have no proof.
Right.
I mean, he has a point there.
Yes, it's hard to prove that, but perhaps you have some way of peering inside my psyche without opening me up.
No.
No.
At which point, he, cracks some eggs and starts drizzling oil inside this thing of crushed tomatoes.
We used this statue to seal him away. We didn't destroy him, but we restored the seal that has been broken.
Possible, but incomplete.
But incomplete. We need the one who resides here, and Galdrien will put the map together and point to the center of the caldera where we've estimated Mardiana to be.
Then go. Complete it.
It is difficult. She is bound in service to a devil who will not allow her to die. So we will need to take her power. But she can summon those abominations that you spoke of.
Then destroy them.
Sometimes easier said than done.
Then become more powerful.
Can you help us become more powerful?
Looks at all of you. Yes.
And sometimes knowledge is power as well. I'm not asking you to make any changes to myself. I already lived one life looking like a black dragon, and
I don't want any more legs or arms or anything, so his help would likely be growing extra parts, correct?
He stops cooking, still going, but he walks over to you. No, most likely would be subdermal scales. In your case, you are, and he just pokes you. Yielding. Squishy.
Subdermal scales would be okay.
It would necessitate complete removal of this, and he just pinches your hide.
I think that's a no.
Subdermal scale is not okay.
If he can make you scale armor.
Yeah, starting with his. Because he pulls them off.
So maybe
Totally
he
what I meant.
can teach us how to have the Dreaming Dark help us. Maybe the Dreaming Dark out there will become our army.
When
Or allies.
Or allies.
when you say
yeah.
that, he looks back. I know. I told them I didn't trust them. You insist. I don't trust. Then look at them.
So
Their
what-
face is untrustworthy.
So what can we do to help gain your trust? Or the person you couldn't trust ask you that?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well.
I think you just proved his point for him.
Okay.
No, we have proven nothing. It's just that.
If you couldn't trust us, I would have attacked to kill.
And we
That
did,
is my general.
There.
we
I mean,
did
that
not
is my-
attack anything coming in.
Yes, we
In
saw
fact-
that this place was different.
Yes.
I tried to feed your friend, the eye guy. Ask him.
We've been nice to all of your friends.
I almost nudged one with my bow, but not.
I
Yes,
even
yes,
booped
yes.
your ones up. Yes, see?
Yes.
We are friendly.
Spend your time amongst my people.
Okay, how much time?
He looks up. It will be night soon.
I could spend the night here. Can we bring the ones up top in?
No.
Oh.
They have a duty to perform.
Oh, what is that duty?
To watch for others.
Others of whom?
Them. He points at the dragons. It's them. He points at one of the kobolds.
Okay, yeah, I'm down for a sleepover.
Can
Do y'all cuddle?
I was gonna say, can we play? Like, can I get to know some of your others? Like the dude that does the water. That would be cool.
He is busy.
Oh.
You look over and it's clearly asleep.
He would be fun in the pools.
You've been to the pools?
Yes.
Why? They're too big. Much too big for you.
They had a little spot that would fit me.
It's not meant for you. It's much too big.
But maybe they could get in and then I could just stand on the side and play.
She's not making any sense.
Do
She's not
you
making any
know
sense.
what play is?
He looks out at the darkness. She's not making any sense.
Do you know what fun
She
is?
doesn't know why she does what she does.
She really doesn't sometimes.
No.
Let's be real here.
Yes.
Have you ever played fetch?
So I'm going to take one of my acorns over to one of the other guys. I'm the wide-eyed guy. Is he sitting over there still?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go over to him. And I'm going to just, not very high, but just kind of toss the acorn up and catch it again on my, myself. Does he watch me do it?
Sure.
Okay. So then I'm going to say, you want to try? Get ready. And I'm going to try to gently just kind of toss it near him.
It hits him right in the eye and then bounces to the floor.
Well mode.
Okay.
It looks down. Picks up the acorn.
Okay. Now go back.
Throws it right in her eye. I like this game.
And it just walks over to you and puts it in your hand.
Oh, it's fetching.
Okay. So then I'm going to look at Iocus.
What is the purpose of this? You had it originally. Why would you give it to him to give back to you?
You know,
Because it's fun. Have you never had fun?
in some species they use the young play as a means to develop their
Social skills.
Skills,
social
hunting.
and survival skills.
If they want to hunt, they just go hunt. This one is incapable of hunting. And he points at the one with big eyes. He was not created for that.
But what if he could?
But he can't. He doesn't have faculties for it. He just like walks over and grabs him and picks him up. He's imbalanced. Notice the disparity between the forelimbs, the rear limbs. He has no balancing tail. In fact, and he just like grabs him by the snoot and opens his mouth.
If I may.
He only has the most rudimentary of teeth and no fangs.
If I may. Iocus, may I borrow your unloaded pistol?
Put one bullet back in.
No.
Fine.
Yes, I'd appreciate if you didn't accidentally kill Galdrien.
And Galdrien will say, with something like this, even those that are not naturally gifted can become hunters or warriors or guardians.
He reaches over and takes it from you. External modification. Ineffective. Limited ammunition. Non-organic.
Easily produced.
He whistles, and one of the four-legged frenzies comes in. And he just walks up to him, and he whistles again and just points at one of the statues. And that tail like flicks over, and when it does, just a 2-foot-long barb just shoots out of it and hits the wall and penetrates a good like 6 inches in.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And,
Nope, do not want.
and he just natural modification.
So can you give me one of those?
Yeah, but it'd make it a hell of a time having to poop.
Not if it's with my tail.
No
thank
getting
you.
open.
Oh.
No.
Wow.
Anyway, dinner smells delicious.
Yes. Dinner. He walks back over and pulls out some wooden bowls and basically ladles you some of this squash and banana stew and puts an egg, basically puts tomato sauce on it, puts an egg on it, and then throws some green herbs on it, and then just angrily walks up and just slams a bowl into each one of your hands.
So I'm gonna walk up to Furnace Guy, the guy with the furnace for the mouth,
Yes.
and I'm gonna. How tall is he compared to me?
He's probably a foot shorter than you are.
Foot short.
Wow.
So I'm gonna be looking at his mouth and saying, "So, you really burn stuff up in there?"
Just kind of looks at you, looks back to him. He looks at it and goes, "She has all the questions."
Do you eat it? Whatever you burn up, do you eat the ash? Like, where does it go?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one with all the answers. You figure it out.
No, I'm not. I'm here to learn.
No. I think we just need to keep Suna from distracting him. That's all.
He sits down and just takes one of his claws and just starts scooping food in.
So how is he efficient, though, with the furnace for a mouth?
He has a purpose. He fulfills that purpose.
What is the purpose?
Disposal.
He
So,
disposes of things.
what do
Galdrien's
you
going to just
suppose
dump
my
them.
purpose is? Based on what I look like and I'm doing and everything, what do you
He
suppose
just
my
kind of
purpose
like
is?
looks. Hard to tell. Poorly put together.
So what would you have me doing to help you?
We're talking about her physical state, not her mental state.
Hey. I'm mentally more stable than him.
I'm
That's
more interested
true.
in what the Dreaming Dark wants from us.
Oh.
They want you to join their dragon flight.
Galdrien-
Ridiculous. They're dead. They don't have a dragon flight.
Well, we're not dragons, so that's going to be quite difficult.
What dragon flight?
What's the complications there?
Can you make us part dragon?
No,
No.
Well,
please.
no, like,
no.
no. Hold on.
No, I've been. Please,
No,
please.
wait a minute.
Elucidate, please. Amalgam. I want to hear more about
Can
that.
you make
before we
us-
start getting?
So
No, before
So-
no.
Close the mouth. I'll give you a cookie.
There's a small ritual of transference of blood, and an acceptance, a little bit of magic, and it happens.
We could be blood brothers.
No.
With them.
You would just be an honorary member.
See?
An honorary member of the
We
Dragonflight.
don't become them.
And what purpose would that fulfill?
It would give you free passage. Free passage. There's certain places that Kemet would not let you go.
And we would be able to go to those places with this simple
Yes.
transference of
Have
blood.
they done this with somebody else? With anybody else?
A long time ago. Lifetimes before you were born.
Was it a blonde guy with a beard?
A mustache.
No.
A mustache?
No.
No. Oh.
What? You say we joined the Dragonflight.
But
What
you can't
color?
because they're dead. They don't have a flight.
What color flight were they part of?
He points at his red scales.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, there were other colors of dragon on some of your members, so
Slaves.
So if we did this, would we become slaves?
No.
No.
No, that's not.
No. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, but you're able to do it.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
But
And just because you should doesn't mean you should.
what if you could?
If you could. But that doesn't mean you can.
Would. But no, we can talk around this all day. The point stands that if we are to prevent the resurrection of that abomination, we need unfettered access. We need to get to places where we shouldn't be allowed to go. I think the Dreaming Dark has a point. If this is going to allow us passage, then and all it is a simple transference of blood and some magic. As long as we can keep our souls and are not bound to anything, then I think we
are already bound to something.
We're bound to each other.
I have a slight problem with that. I'm already bound in some way to a dragonflight.
Wouldn't be bound. Wouldn't be bound. You would just be marked.
Yeah.
Safe.
Safe from the red dragonflight, true, but I feel like there's a bigger connection, and I don't know how that hits. I don't know how that applies.
our
So,
friend.
yeah, our friend. So she said she's been following me for years. So
It'd be a great time for her to show up.
it would be, but I'm not going to do anything that could potentially risk that. Whatever that is.
Would there be a risk with a
Conflict of interest?
conflict of interest with another dragon?
No, there's no soul transference.
So
But I'd be marked as
Safe.
an honorary member of the Red Dragonflight. That's what you said.
He finishes his bowl and walks over and just grabs your shirt.
Mhm.
No more different than changing your outer covering.
Says you.
But I'm not going to do it. I won't. You can't make me.
So it's like wearing a badge that lets us into places when
Yeah.
people see the badge.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, it's like you're wearing a badge of the Sun Chaser sovereignty, and you walk in to the authority. You know,
Get your ass kicked.
it's as simple as changing the shirt, but maybe you don't know when to change the shirt.
It would be easy. A physical token.
a physical
Nothing more, nothing less.
But,
Right.
And wouldn't she understand that this is you trying to save the world?
I have no idea. I
'Cause-
have no idea what this is.
From me meeting her those few times.
Do
or
we
one
remember her right now?
Oh,
Okay.
It,
Just
it
making sure
seems. It
you remember
seems
your,
like
your last encounter with her.
she wanted to help us.
Right. You said you won't do it?
I said I won't do it. Dinner's over.
Why won't you do it?
I don't want to. I don't know you. I don't like change.
My name is Galdrien. I was born in a land called the Sun Chaser Sovereignty, and I hate it.
I don't know what you want me to do with this information.
I don't know what you do with it either. He can talk and talk
Spend
and
time.
talk.
Spend
So can
time.
you.
Spend time with your
Spend time. If my people, not your people, my people approve of you.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the wide-eyed one, and kind of.
No, he's busy. At which point he just points at something, and the little guy hops over and starts looking at it.
Well.
When you say spend time, what do you mean?
Spend time. They'll judge you.
Right.
I'll sit down and meditate.
I'm too close. That's what they're saying. I'm too close.
Okay.
Can't harsh my cool.
Where should I? Which people should I spend time with? All of them?
He shrugs. I like the frenzies. They're full of potential.
Also known as creepy as fuck.
The Razor Maws
Failures.
would make excellent companions.
Flawed premise.
So,
People like puppies.
are we okay splitting up while we're spending time with them, or did y'all want to stay as a group? I'm asking you, Iocus, Galdrien, and Ardith. Can we go to other rooms and make friends with, or maybe not even make friends with, hang out with? Or would you prefer to stay as a group?
Can you behave yourselves?
No violence whatsoever.
Why are we acting like parents? Why are we being the irresponsible ones? Why are you being a responsible one?
Why am I being responsible? Right. I will, but if I spent time with the quote-unquote failures, would that be getting to know your people?
No.
So
No.
I should spend time with the frenzies?
Whomever you'd like.
But I like the failures.
But they have no spark.
Yeah, it's the puppies.
Oh, you need the ones that have a spark to approve of us.
Ones with potential.
Ones with potential. All right.
Which ones have potential?
The creepy ones.
Just those? That's it?
And the ones in here.
What about the ones outside?
Those
Do
are
they
ones
have
he's called
potential?
failures.
Oh, those are failures?
Which ones?
The ones outside, out front.
Yes.
Right.
Worth nothing more. Guards. Failures.
So it wouldn't do any good to pay time with them, have time with them?
Would it do good to visit with a rock?
Yes.
People make pets out of rocks. People are weird.
They can be helpful
Pets.
at times.
Yes. People are weird.
Pets, a creature that you take care of,
And become friends with.
provides you with companionship, keep a psychological comfort.
Ah, then you are the opposite of pets.
We can make very bad pets.
Unless they're cats. Cats are needy, give no affection, and sit there and will only share their time with you when they so choose. But whenever they do, it is very meaningful, and you love them. And then they take your worship and adoration and proceed to ignore you again. You will feed them and dispose of their feces and all of this, and you will love it. And it makes no sense.
Right.
He stands up. I'm busy now.
I thank you for a lovely dinner.
Dinner is over.
Thank you for dinner.
Yeah, it was good.
I am going to spend some time with your people now.
They are free to do as they wish. I have released them.
Galdrien's going to get up and dust himself off and
I'm gonna renew that cantrip before you guys leave.
and go hang out with some frenzies for a while.
And play with Rocky, the stone tablet guy.
If you stay in the area, he points and says, "We are busy. He is busy. I am busy. You can't stay here."
I think he just wants us to meet the frenzies.
Fine.
Does that mean he wants the frenzies to eat us?
No, I don't think so. I think that would make the Restless ones angry.
It would make him happy.
So would.
That would make you happy.
He'd be smiling.
Okay, again, can you guys behave yourselves?
As much as we always do.
That's fine.
Try better. Please.
Okay.
Galdrien's going to walk out to the frenzies with his... Did he make the loot glow?
Yeah, I can make them look well.
Do you like music? He says to the frenzies.
They, whereas before they were kind of sedentary, now they're actively watching you, which is real weird because it's kind of like looking at someone in full plate mail, like looking into their helmet slit. So they're just watching you with these big eyes.
Galdrien will pluck the lowest string of this lute. Boom. 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 And he'll watch for reaction.
So as you start striking these notes, if you've ever heard like the I don't know what they're called, the large reed instruments that have the super high bass, where you blow into it, it starts sounding like that. They begin vaguely harmonizing with you.
And Galdrien will continue to strum and start working in some counter melodies here and there, just something real simple. And he's going to eventually just like sit down if they continue and just have a jam session with them.
Yeah, they're not very good at it, and most of them end up losing interest. While you're doing that, what are the three of you, just to say, Iocus, Suna, and Ardith, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go back through the front of the caves, like where all those notes were,
Mhm.
and like make better illustrations of what the vivisected bits and the notes.
Okay.
And if any of the puppies kind of bump me, I'll pet them.
Yep.
I'll find and chase down the invisible one and play with it.
You're gonna play tag with it?
You're
I
gonna.
might enlist soon as
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have some help.
No, I mean, if not, I'd take dust and just be throwing it in the air until I find it. But yeah, probably enlisting as soon as
play
I
hide
do.
and seek.
Yeah.
Probably at some point run to that, like, okay.
So we'll say that Suna, you're able to tell him, more or less locations, and Iocus is like throwing dust around, and kind of like he'll kick up some dust and breathe real heavy to kind of blow it down the hallway, and it's not leaving any trails like where they are. When Ardith, or rather when Galdrien is doing his jam session from down the hallway, you can, it's a ways, but you can hear Ardith scribbling and doing her artsy thing. And Ardith, over your shoulder, you feel someone kind of like step up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear Mardiana go, it's a bit grisly, don't you think? I like that bit in particular. And she just points to one of their hearts.
You would.
Maybe.
Personally, I'm finding this thing, she's pointing at the gland
Mm-hmm.
that explodes. Very interesting. Might apply it to you later.
Oh, you can come find me.
Oh yeah, we know where you are.
And yet, here we are. You've known for so long, and Galdrien has just waited and waited to the point where your activity isn't going to actually be what causes my end. All of my power will have just drifted away. You'll find me a husk.
No, are you so eager to die?
Hmm?
You so eager to die? Really?
Eager, no, but we all have a part to fulfill in this little play. And she just basically like leans against the wall, facing you.
Can I help you?
Oh no, it's just very interesting. that you're contemplating siding with that freak.
Yeah, he does have a few screws loose.
Don't we all?
But he's got a lot more sane than you are, which is really surprising.
Well, what's a little insanity between friends after all?
Friends. You wish.
Oh, no. I feel like I've known you and Galdrien, your sister, just forever.
Yeah, keep dreaming.
Oh, no. I just thought I would stop by, see how you're doing, find out what's taking so long. I'm getting awfully bored.
Poor thing. Poor thing. Die mad about it.
About that. I figured I should tell you. If I die, it's all over. And he comes back. And she kind of just like holds out her hands. And she has these gigantic bloody gashes just all up her arms. And says, I'm so very close to dying.
I thought they said that they wouldn't let you die.
Said they wouldn't let me die until he was ready to let me die.
No, you said he wouldn't let you die.
I'm fulfilling my purpose.
Wow, that sounds like... your plan to use him? Not working so well.
Maybe. I just feel that we have some history. You and I and Galdrien. Suna, the bull. Shannara did so. Love to talk about the bull. Anyway, I thought you might like to know you're on a tick-tock.
Oh, we know that.
Clock.
Also, you might like to know that Shannara was... Iocus' favorite niece. So.
Oh. About her. And she just reaches over and touches the wall and just kind of draws a lazy circle. And you see Shannara, and she is in effectively like a super bound tight kimono. And she's being forced to sit there while people decorate her face with white makeup and like putting on lipstick. And standing in the background is Death, and she starts like glowing faintly, and you basically see Death just walk up and start pulling her aura up, and she can't see him. He just kind of like strings it up and starts. He takes a scythe and starts cutting on it, and it's very, very faintly like starting to crackle. Which is, I may have fibbed just a little when I said I had her, but someone does.
Again, can I help you?
No. Just thought I would pay my respects.
Then maybe get lost.
Well, I suppose if you're going to be snooty about it. And she just disappears.
And continues on her circuit, and eventually when she gets to the Frenzy's room, she'll let Galdrien know about that visit.
Right, so we suck her up with the statue then.
Yep, that's the plan. That's always been the plan.
So since the dust hasn't been working for us, I'm going to use my... I think it was ruins. Anyways, to where I built the steps out of the cave, I'm going to just kind of make a... As I feel the tremors of the guy moving to the right, I'm going to try to just put just a couple of stones to stop him. Not like a wall, but just a couple of stones to where he can kind of, what, and then have to move a little bit more.
Yep, I mean,
just playing with them, nothing mean or...
You can chase it. You two chase it around a corner, and sitting on a rock, just kind of like on the edge of a statue, is Mardiana. And she doesn't follow you, she follows that thing. Oh, well, that's hideous.
You can see it?
I mean, you're nothing special to look at yourselves, but... She just points at it, and it starts faintly, like the outline of it starts glowing.
Mm-hmm.
And it is probably about 10 foot tall, and it has 4 arms, and it's just like this spindly, sort of spidery kobold. Like I said, no great beauty. I've made better myself.
So isn't that the chick we're supposed to kill?
Yeah, I think so.
So why don't we just kill it?
Well, we don't have the statue. We don't want to kill her.
Oh, you don't... I was just speaking with Ardith. You don't have to. I'm going to die shortly anyway. I just wanted one final hurrah with you.
With all due with no due respect, fuck off. I'm not gonna let you fuck with my mind again. I think you can die.
I'm gonna take one of my throwing knives and try to poke at her. Does it go through her?
I mean, it stabs into her.
I'm not like stabbing her, but just kind of...
Yeah, it's like you poke her and it draws
blood.
A little bit of fiery blood. And she looks down. Not the worst I've had in the past week.
So, if you're real, why didn't Ardith get your powers with the statue? Because she's not real.
Something, she doesn't care.
Oh.
I tried to warn her. Really, I did. But, you know, she's so stuck in her ways.
So if you're gonna die anyways, then why do we care?
Oh, I was just going to let you know that if you want to stop me from dying and Kemet draining the last of my life force to resurrect himself, you should probably capture it in that little doodad of yours before I expire.
Oh, and you're pretty close?
She looks down and just like her arms and her legs are covered in these huge slashes and pock marks where she is bleeding. It's getting close.
Huh. So you want us to save you? Why else would you be here?
A girl has plans,
I thought you wanted to die.
No. I wanted power. Power requires sacrifice. Just maybe the terms were changed a little bit on me without my approval.
So
only Galdrien
was right.
Galdrien was right about what?
That you didn't fully understand what you got yourself into.
No, I fully understood the deal I made.
That you have decided to be a little bitch whose parents were killed, and you thought, oh no, let's go get power and kill everybody.
No, that's not what I said. Also, you have a strange fascination with parents. Is it due to unresolved issues with your own?
I don't know. You tell me. You have unresolved issues, obviously.
No, I resolved my issues.
Oh, yeah?
Sure.
How'd you do that?
The one who's killed my parents is trapped in a city, never can leave.
So you were the one that did the dreaming dark?
No.
Because aren't they the ones that killed your parents?
No.
Oh.
You were there. You met her. You're friends with the killer.
I remember. You think you're that special that I'm going to remember how your parents died?
She like.
To be fair, she's killed a lot of people.
She reaches down and touches her toes and like draws her hand up herself, and as she does, she slowly transforms into Rarari's desire. You have a short memory. Are you sure you're not a goldfish?
I mean...
Or is it because you are actually just a short person?
Maybe it's because I've lived too many lives.
I wouldn't know. I've only had the one.
I get them all mixed together.
And you managed to bungle that one up very well.
You sure did.
I'd say I'm still in the better position of the two of us.
You think?
You have to rescue me or the world ends.
I'm not too fond of this world at this point.
I was going to say.
Talk it over. I just thought I might let you know.
Rush us alone.
Oh, by the by. You've built up a certain tolerance to my magic, and that's fair. But you know who hasn't?
Shannara.
Oh, no, she's got all of her own problems.
Oh.
No. She kind of like looks up the passageway and goes, Toodles, and then just puffs out.
Oh, he's not going to trust us. She's going to do something to
Ardith,
these people.
From behind
These
you,
things.
you hear
Oh, no.
like 24 concerted howls as all of those four-legged kobolds start howling and running down the hallways.
That's not good.
And that's where we're gonna cut it for tonight.
He's not going to make us blood brothers now.
Might if...
All the other kobolds are showing up.
Right.
So, you guys didn't die.
Yeah.
We told Mardiana to fuck off. I didn't stab her, or offer to stab her.
I mean, I stabbed her.
Yeah, you stabbed her.
I mean,
But you poked her.
So, you guys get an incremental advance.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody gonna take anything special?
Yeah.
You can take a power or spell from your next level, so
Yes.
I might be looking at. Yeah, can you take your talent from the next level for monk? Like that's kind of like his.
That's power/spell, I think.
No.
No.
Talents, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that's a defining thing.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I see.
Icon relationship point.
Okay. So who are you bumping up?
I'm gonna bump Diabolist up to 3 because I want to see if I can ever roll a 666.
What are you gonna take, Steph?
Maybe a feat.
Maybe a feat.
Maybe a champion level feat.
All
Or-
right.
There's one I'm
Yeah,
looking
sure.
at, but I gotta find it.
Can I use that to gain a new icon relationship point?
Yes.
Because at 5th level you can gain new icon.
Yes.
Um,
So whenever it says skills +1, what's that talking about?
That's the row right there under your attributes. So where it says attributes, and then attribute modifier, and then attribute modifier plus level,
Uh-huh.
that plus level goes up by 1.
Oh.
Do you want to gain a rank with the Wildfire Mistress?
If I take the extra icon relationship point, would you be able to pick it out for me?
Sure.
Right. I leave it in your hands.
All right. You got that undead guy up in the north. No. What about you two?
Probably gonna pick up a champion feat.
All right. Now's when you can start getting some good feats for your at-wills.
Yeah, I was going to look at the feats.
All right. Well, that's all I've got. It's been a series of cliffhangers.
Indeed.
All right. Well, find us in all the usual places. I'm not going to list them because I list them in every episode, so I'm going to be different. You want us, you can find us. I mean, it's in the show notes, but
Please find
yeah,
us.
please find us. Please. I'll tell you where we're at. Please. No, that's all I got. So if you guys don't have anything,
That's it.
all right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see y'all next time.